Mautamasi, bringing you the latest happenings in dancehall and reggae music.
Welcome, it's Mautamasi, and here are the stories making the cut for today. Prime Minister Andrew Holness gives reason for selling out the Dry Harbour Mountains in St. Anne. Stay tuned for the stories in detail, and remember to follow me on Instagram at Mauta_Masi.
The best me ever feel. Sanka, you know you touch me G-spot. Kick harder than a steel. When me wine pan your kill like that.
Girl, me get the elephant jump for make you fail. All your nice want take off the rooftop. So me take it down, push it 10. And when me done, Nikki will take it from top.
People, on a need to send round the kids for this one. It's big people business. It's called Best We Ever Feel, done by Sanka and DHQ Nikki. What a chemistry these two have. If you follow Nikki on IG, you know what I'm talking about. Nikki, you know me on top, right? DHQ Nikisha, well provocative and oozing confidence in this music video. Oh, shiny sago, I don't know. Yo, the lyrics are sexually potent and explicit. Also, both artists' delivery were very clear. The flow makes the song catchy. You'll be singing along by the time the song ends. Special big ups going out to High Clips Records that joined forces with Boise Records. Boise is responsible for bussing Intense and Iwater, and now in my boss Sanka. So look out for more music. To listen to Best We Ever Feel, please click the link in the description box below and check them out on Instagram at SankaJetLife and real_queen_Nikki. Make them know say I'm Mautamasi say no. You know me have to use my platform for come and speak out against the government when they're planning to destroy our environment. You know that, right? The cockpit are now Dry Harbour down at St. Anne. You know say my place. So me definitely have to come say it seems like the government wants to destroy St. Anne. I'm not take back what I say. I'm not taking it back. Because if the environmentalists can come and say cease and desist from selling out this piece of land for mining and still go ahead because of money.
Quarrying in Dry Harbour Mountain St. Anne never said no, but the government overturned it. Environmentalists outraged.
It shows a scant disregard of the opinion of the Jamaican people, as well as the scientists, geologists, all the different persons who agree that this development should not proceed.
I have to come and talk out against it. I'm going to read the article in The Gleaner. The Holness administration is being accused of trading short-term gain for long-term degradation by overturning the denial of a permit by Jamaica's Environmental Agency for mining and quarrying in the Dry Harbour Mountains. Both the Natural Resources Conservation Authority and the National Environment and Planning Agency had their decision reversed as developers Bengal Development Limited, Jamaica World LLC, won an appeal to commence work in the protected St. Anne community. The investment will see the government earning more than 635 million Jamaican dollars in taxes plus employment of 100 quarry workers, a windfall that may hold greater sway amid an economy devastated by the coronavirus pandemic. But an environmental impact assessment outlined myriad destructive consequences that would result from mining and quarrying in the ecological area, which is rich with endemic species. The findings concluded that the proposed development that was contrary to the provisions of the St. Anne Confirmed Development Order 2000, that the area was not designated as a quarry zone, and that the nature and scale of the operations would threaten biodiversity and undermine watersheds. You hear that? My mistake a pin. Threaten the biodiversity and undermine watersheds. Hello. St. Anne people, on a need for go protest. Things like these will affect our little parish. Yes. Probably excessive flooding, probably severe drought. Them things then the government, oh my God, whosoever signed this off is either you're dunce or you not have no patriotism or you just hate Jamaicans. Either way you take it, you shouldn't in the position to do this to us. Listen, why since we have one environmental agency if the government and whosoever else not gonna listen to them? There were also air quality concerns. However, an appeal to Prime Minister Andrew Holness resulted in when Minister without portfolio Leslie Campbell giving Benegal the green light in July, 2 months after the bid for approval was first doomed. Repeated efforts on Sunday and Monday to ascertain from the government the rationale for the overruling proved futile, as Permanent Secretary Audrey Sewell said that a response would soon be preferred. In the meantime, the Jamaica Environment Trust says the decision cannot be allowed to stand. In a press statement on Monday, JET Director Diana McClawley reiterated the organization's concern about the provision in the NRCA Act allowing for a minister to overturn the decisions of a technical agency. The JET argued that there was a lack of clarity as to where the environment portfolio fell, whether with Pernell Charles Jr., the Minister of Climate Change, or the Prime Minister through the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. So after that article, the Prime Minister responded with a video. Check it out.
There is a particular issue which I've listened very carefully before I come out and speak, as I always do. I listen carefully to what people are saying. And everybody's, this is the beauty of Jamaica is its democracy. And I followed carefully because, all kinds of assumptions are being made and accusations are being made. And, as a public official, these things are going to be said. But they are not true. And I am not the kind of public official to allow falsehood to stand in the public record. And that before we act as a government, we go through the steps and procedures, always knowing that any action that is taken as a public official is open to review. It is open to review by the public, it is open to review by the courts, and so we always try to be exceptionally careful. But what you will never hear about this Prime Minister is that he does not act. It is better to do something than do nothing. And that will be the defining hallmark of my leadership of this country. I did when others didn't. Now, I am not going to go into what the authority and how they came to their decision. They went and they refused the application. And that's perfectly fine. The law provides for an appeal. And an appeal was made. It went through the process. The experts from NEPA made their submission, which was, again, balanced submission, why it could be accepted, why it should not be accepted. How, if you're going to accept it, what are the mitigating factors? And the basis on which it should not be accepted. The appeal was considered by then Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Honorable Leslie Campbell, and he recommended to me that it should be, the appeal should be upheld. I looked at it, it went through the process, and after considering all, we decided to allow the appeal. Now, we did this considering all the issues. It was not a lightly taken decision. The development plan is not just on mining, and that was also very important. It is a wider development plan. So in effect, the people who are doing the mining, they have to pay for their supervision, they have to pay for restoration and any form of environmental protection and care that has to take place in that area. And it will be strictly regulated.
Boy, I don't know, Rasta. I don't know. Man, I like this. I'm in opposition. I'm not for it. And for those of you who are not for it, I'm appealing to you to let us use our voices for this cause. Yes, we always hear about the PNP selling out Jamaica with tired diet and blah 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 and re. The same thing go for this government. We have to put a stop to it at some point. And this is now. We want to put a stop to it now because we realize that there is no boundaries. There's no limit to it. Because if NEPA cannot come and tell us say, yo, endangered species are here. Why on earth for 500 or 600 and odd million in taxes, you go short-term gain for long-term destruction? It's like the Prime Minister is not seeing how we flood out easily. We have to maintain and sustain the environment. We cannot destroy it. And if the experts are telling you that it's wrong to do so, and if the people them are ball out from when I said leave the cockpit country alone, because I think the Dry Harbor Mountains, they form the eastern boundary of the cockpit country. You understand what I'm saying now? So we are cry out to you from when? Say leave the cockpit country alone. You go on your trick way and say, yeah man, all in an election you talk about it. And then right after now, this is what you're coming to do. Me don't know which image you try to paint to Jamaicans. But listen, this is 2020 and many of us, we are educated, we're intelligent, and you can't take with you fool. Mr. Prime Minister, I'm beseeching, don't make the errors of your predecessors. Start a new page, turn over a new leaf. When them sell out Air Jamaica and they sell out JPS and many other things, we were affected. But you destroying the environment, we are going to be deeply impacted by this for generations to come. We live on an island. We not live on a continent. We have to take special care of this little piece of land here. Okay? But that's it for today, Massive Mountain. A big up on a nice clean self. Enough love, enough respect. Blessings upon blessings upon blessings. Positive vibrations going on to the Massive. I'm out of Massey. My God.
Mount Massey. Covering the latest in Jamaican music and culture. Like, share, comment and subscribe now.